I promise today that you're going to learn 2 dances because I want you to think about the way dances can have different reasons and have different feelings and have different purposes, okay? The dance that you guys just did, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you need to look up here and help me fill this out, please. It's very important to me. I'm noticing that you guys are looking at characters.
Oh, Priscilla.
Like Priscilla, and you're finding out that because she speaks a certain way, or she acts a certain way, or she looks a certain way, people think something about her, right? Because what are you studying? You're studying her character. Yeah. And so I want to know kind of the character of the conga dance. If I think about the conga dance is from Cuba. We talked about where it was from this country right here. And Cuban people are a mixture of 2 other countries. They're a mixture of people who come from the country of Spain, and they're also a mixture from several of the people who come from very many countries in Africa. Now, why do we dance the conga? Somebody told me, why do we dance the conga? Raise your hand, quiet hand. Why do you dance it? Do we dance it all the time? Oh, it's a parade. Okay, so it's a parade. Okay, good. And what else? Yes.
It's only for only 1 year.
So it's a festival, right? We call it a festival. Okay. Is it like a sad festival or a happy festival? Okay. So will we say that we were celebrating?
Yeah, like
okay.
Celebrating the country. Celebrating country.
Absolutely. And we're also feeling, what's the feeling of it?
Happy.
It's happy.
Like
Excited, right.
No.
Not only that, I'm very fabulous. Am I fabulous by myself or am I fabulous with?
Everyone.
Right. And so I'm going to say that I am proud.
Proud. Can we do a synonym for happy?
Absolutely. What's another synonym for happy?
Happy. Glad. No, glad.
Okay. Do you want to change it? Do you want to change happy for glad?
Because our teacher doesn't dare us to say happy.
I think that's good because she's asking you to find more ways to expand your vocabulary. So we're going to say glad. Fine. That's a great one. And we're also very proud. Now, what are our actions? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're throwing. And we're also kind of walking, right? We're going around, moving around. We're walking. And now here's my question. What's our rhythm? 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, exciting number 4, right? And what's our pathway right now? What did we just make? Okay, curvy, curved.
Like costume.
And what do you think the costume's going to be for this?
Like colorful.
Okay, because we want, you know what? We want our character to be clear. We want people to be able to see us and know that the way we're dancing and the way we are dressed is going to talk about how we are glad, proud, and excited. And not only that, together. Okay, together. It's like unity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, second dance. I'm going to teach you right now. Okay, second dance. Babalu aye. Can you say Baba? Lu. Aye. Okay, Babalu aye is a different kind of dance. It comes from Africa.
That's like there, like yellow.
Now I'm going to show you these 2 thin countries, Benin and Togo. Before they were those countries, they were one kingdom. And the entire kingdom or tribe is called the Dahomey. Can you say Dahomey?
Dahomey.
Okay. And these people in the Dahomey have dances that they danced about very important things. And they want to tell an important story, so we can't forget the story. How do you remember a story for 1,000 years? Like 1,000 years remembering our story. Yeah, we want to remember a story. But they're not going to write it. They're going to dance the story. So we're not going to find the story in a book. We're going to see it in a dance.
Oh, like when they do the Hawaiian dance, they show movement?
Totally.
They tell a story?
Absolutely. So this dance is going to tell a story about a character. His name is Babalu. And this character starts in Nigeria, and he's sick. I need Miss Munoz to tell this story. It's very important. She needs to help me. Okay, Miss Munoz, I am so sick, and I'm coughing everywhere. Do you want to be around me? The people of his country said, go away, you're sick. You're going to get us all sick. You can tell us leave, point away. Oh, and I have to leave my country. But I'm still sick, and I have no food, and I have no money because I can't work because I'm sick, right? And so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say, oh, can you give me some money or food or anything? And say no.
No.
Oh. So I'm going to turn, and I'm going to go back to Ms. Munoz, and maybe she's going to give me some money. I don't know, please, just a little bit, something. And she's going to say no. And I'm going to change my direction, and I'm going to come over to her, and I'm going to say, please, just some little bit of bread, anything. And you're going to say no.
No.
And I'm going to come back, and I'm going to find someone else. And I'm going to ask them, what are they going to say?
No. No.
Okay, if you draw my pathway, what was my pathway? Show me. Draw my pathway. How did I go?
You go zigzag. I mean, you went
Which one?
zigzag.
It was a zigzag. Totally different way. Am I going to be dancing up like this, happy? If I'm dancing the sick dance? How am I going to dance? Like, yeah, I see our energy is like all tired, kind of low. But guess what? Can I tell you the really cool part of this story?
Yeah.
We're not going to have time to show it, but I'm just going to tell you so that you know. Okay, Babalu finally gets to a new place. He gets to the Dahomey people, and he's like so sick. He collapses, and everybody thinks, just like her, everybody comes up and says, oh, he's dead. You can come up to me and poke me as if you think I'm dead. And guess what happens? He gets up, and everybody, what do you think you're going to do? Everybody freaks out. They're like, whoa. They thought he was dead. And he came back to life, and they said, it's a miracle. And they said, Babalu, you're our king. So he went from being a beggar to being a
King.
like that. But guess what? The people who were in the Dahomey country, they were hungry. They were trying to make things grow, and nothing would grow. They didn't have any water. And the story that people want to remember is that Babalu taught them how to grow plants and flowers. So the dance that we're dancing is a dance about how Babalu came to the Dahomey people, and the Cubans call it arara, and he taught them how to make things grow. Are you ready to do that dance? Okay, stand up, stand up. All right, stand up. Okay, we're going to try. First, we're going to do our journey. So get low, get weak, get your hands ready to beg. We need to remember our rhythm. The arara rhythm is the heartbeat. Show me the heartbeat. Let's clap it. 1, 2, rest. 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 And I'm going to beg. 1, 2. 1, 2. My hand is out. 1, 2. I'm asking for something. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. My super smart second graders can counterbalance, right? Counterbalance. Opposite. 1, 2. 1, beg. 1, 2. 1, 2. But we want to go in a zigzag. Are you ready to go in a zigzag with me? Okay, my first 2 steps are going to go that way. That way. I'm going to go over there. Ms. Munoz, will you go over there because we're going to come to beg to you? Okay, Ms. Munoz is going to have to pretend she's a lot of people saying no. Okay? She's going to have to go back that way. Here we go. And we're going to take 2. Let's take 4 steps over to Ms. Munoz. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. She says no. Turn this way. Stop. Okay, who moved from their spot? You shouldn't. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let me show you. Watch first. Watch first. Don't dance. Watch. 1, 2. 1, 2. We'll just do 2 to make it clear. And we're going to say, no. I changed direction. Did I leave my spot? No. Now I'm going to go to the next place. 1, 2, 1, 2. No. Did I move from my axis? From my X? No, I didn't. 1, 2, 1, 2. Next place. 1, 2, 1, 2. And everybody's saying no. If I'm a bird looking at my pathway, draw it for me. What did it look like? It has to be clear. Now, what happens if I'm not clear? Watch. You don't have to move. 1, 2. Is it clear? No. It's not clear. Dancers want to be clear with their bodies. If I wasn't clear, then that dance would not survive 1,000 years. If I wasn't clear, then I would teach it to someone else, and they would do it weird and different. And then it wouldn't end up being the same way. So we want to change. We don't want to change it that much. We need to remember what we're doing, right? We have a reason. We know what we want, right? We need to think about it. Here we go. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Change. 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 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job. High five from afar for everybody. Now, Ms. Rojas has big plans for 2nd grade, and it looks like this. I will, because you got to do the dance first. We're going to make our way all the way over here, and then we're going to face that way because I'm going to show you the rest of the dance. But we got to start over here. Everybody start over here. Everybody start. Everybody start. Are we ready? And what formation do you think we should be in? Formation means what? If we're looking at us from here to down, should we stay kind of looking like we are right now? We look like we're kind of making a square, like a rectangle. Yeah, let's kind of stay in a little rectangle. Here we go. Pathway, first destination. Let's go back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Said no. Change. Other destination. 1, 2, 1, 2. They said no. Change. Other destination. 1, 2, 1, 2. Change. They said no. One last place. 1, 2, 1, 2, and freeze! Right where you are. Next move. I want to see a triangle and a triangle. Because we're going to cut out the part that he gets sick and then he comes back from being sick. Because I don't have a lot of time. I want to go straight to the really cool part where he teaches how to plant. Now we're going to imagine there's a stick here. And you want to make a hole. Now this is it. Watch. Do that again. You did it very beautifully. Do it again. Come even closer here. Come here, because everybody needs to see that shape from the side. Watch the side shape. Go ahead. Do it. Freeze. Do you see the shape of her body? Yeah. What is it making? A zigzag. Just like our pathway. Lots of zigzags in this dance. If I do it straight legs, I'm going to kill my back. I won't be able to work for 10 hours. The ground is here. We want to get close to it. All right? The farther we are, the harder we have to work. Nice job with your body. Go ahead and go back. Let's try it. Hands and legs. And 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here's another helpful thing. You need to relax so that you can work more and more and harder. Because if you're working really hard like this, I'm working so hard. Oh, in an hour, you're going to be like, oh, I can't work anymore. But if you relax, then you can work all day. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bend your knees. My friends need to bend their knees. 4 times we're going to do it. Now we're going to make let's step back to give us a little space. Step back a little. Now we're going to plant the seeds. Got seeds in our pockets. Throw them in the hole with the rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I notice a lot of people are seating like this. What's wrong with my body here?
It's
Not only that, what's wrong with the line in my body right here?
it's straight, it's
right. Do I want my seeds to fly away, or do I want my seeds to go in the hole? Then you need to show that with your body. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And did I tell you the Dahomey people like to use their shoulders a lot? So they're really, really loose. Let's try it with our shoulders really, really loose. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And now we want to cover it because we don't want any birds to take our seats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Dina is making very clear elbows, that making corners, and I see a shape in her body. Look at the shape in her body. Look at that. Do you see that? What shape do you see in her arms?
Like a diamond?
Like a diamond or kind of like a trapezoid. Look at, check it out.
Yeah. That.
Very clear. Let me see it. Ready? Let's do 4 of those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that's the end of the dance. I think that's all I know about the dance. Now, I mentioned that you guys can probably finish this dance, right? What do you think should be the next move after this?
Water.
We should water. Okay, show me some ideas of how we can water with the rhythm. Show me. Show me, Dina. I think you have an idea. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Is that the end of the dance?
No.
Do you think it should end there, or do you think we should add something else?
Oh, I want to make it grow.
All right. How do you think we should do that?
I'm trying to be the flag.
That sounds good to me. What kind of shape should we make?
You should make like.
Show me. She's making a shape. What shape is she making? She's making an oval, I see. Very low oval. Okay, we want to stay unified. Our dance needs to keep the pattern. So how can we use our rhythm to show growing? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Brittany's showing me. 1, 2, 1, 2. Brittany, try it. Everybody watch her because she has the big. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Trey, I missed. You're Brittany, sweetie. Okay, Trey, let's watch Trey because she has the rhythm really clear in her body. Go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Okay, everybody try that. You want to see your rhythm. You want to see your body singing. It's got to be like an instrument as well. You're one with the music. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I think that's the end of your dance. I see you making shapes, though. What do you think we should finish with? What shape? Ah, she thinks we should jump. I love it. Fantastico. Okay, so from the very bottom to the very top, I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, 5 is your last one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha, okay. Okay, all the way from over here. Okay, we're going to start by the begging. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Now, when we come over here and we get here, you're going to need to make sure you give yourself a little space because I don't want you guys so clumped up. In a way, you know what's going to be challenging? Let's think about it this way. I have an idea. Actually, let's do this. This is Mr. Rojas thinking like a choreographer. I think I want to tell this story, but I want to be clear with you and the way you're using your space. Okay, I'm going to ask you to come right here. I'm going to ask you to come right here. I'm going to ask you to come right here and right here. Now you're going to go behind her, and you're going to go behind her. All right, now if we had one more person, they would go right. Okay. Now check it out. Look at our shape as a body, as all the different dancers together. What formation are we making? Is it a square or a rectangle? I think it's a rectangle. It would be a square if we walked away and we weren't in the dance. Look at yourselves now. Then you would be a square because you would have same amount of dancers. 3 dancers, 3 dancers, 3 dancers on each side, right? Making it equal. But we're not going to be equal. We're going to be a little bit longer. So our friends are going to join us, and we're going to make a rectangle. Can we keep this rectangle as we go begging? You think so? All right, let's try it. I think we can do it. It's a lot of things I'm asking you to do, but remember, dancers have to be super smart, right? Super smart in their bodies, in their minds, and everything. Here we go. First destination. 1, 2, 1, 2, change. 1, 2, 1, 2, change. 1, 2, 1, 2, change. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do 1. Oh, you're there. You're there. Freeze right where you are. You're almost at. And let's do 1, 2, 1, 2 to get back to our rectangle. So 1, 2, 1, 2 is to fix. So where did I have you, Dina? Did you have you in the front? Where would you be? Where would you be, love? Okay. Same exact rectangle. Oh, I see you guys really thinking with your bodies. That's amazing. Look at that. Well, who would be right here? Oh, okay, okay. Gosh, I'm thinking, they're really paying, you know what's amazing is you're really now paying attention to not only what your body is doing, but what other people's bodies are doing, which is like super duper aware. Super aware. Okay, and right where you are, now let's spread out just a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, good. And let's start with this. I want to see your, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2 with the seeds, 1, 2, get low, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, smooth, 1, 2, 1, 2, as low as we can, 1, 2. And last one that you said was water, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the last thing was growing. Ready? Go down. Ms. Racasa's knees are kind of really old, and you guys are much more resilient than I. Going up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do it with music. Everybody go back with the music, with the music. With the music so I can show you the costumes. You guys had to we're going to make predictions to see what these costumes are going to look like. Oh, and the music is a little fast, I think. I only have one kind of music for this. Remember, this song is not in Spanish. The last song was in Spanish. This song is going to be in Dahome. Okay? Dahome. So you're not going to understand, maybe. I don't understand it that well. I know the feeling, but I don't know what the words mean. Okay, we're going to start this way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, freeze. Right there. Show me your triangles. Right there, right there, right there where you are. 1, 2, 2, and 3, and 4, and seed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and cover. 2, 3, 4, and what was the last thing? Water. 1, 2, 3, 4, and grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You like 8 better than 5, huh? It makes more sense. I totally agree with you. You were thinking with your bodies there too, and they were thinking all together. That was great. Friends, pat yourself on the back for learning a second dance and shake your partner's hand and say, it was a pleasure dancing with you today. It was a pleasure being a rectangle formation with you. It was a pleasure making a zigzag with you.